What's going on, guys? Welcome back. This is Brandon with SwoleDaddyDetroit.com, and today I'm 7 weeks out from my first men's physique competition, and we're just going to go through and do the weekly update with weight, macros, all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned. All right, so for this week, we have been staying steady with calories. The target was supposed to be 2,000 calories, which we stayed to okay. There was a couple days there with some 2,200 calories. So when I looked at the actual weekly average for this week, we were around like 2,100-ish. There was a couple days there where my wife and I didn't have the kids, so we were able to go out to dinner. Well, we did dinner one night, lunch the other day. So sometimes when you're trying to calculate some of those calories, it's a little bit difficult. So I could have been maybe off a little bit. Calories could have been a little bit higher. So that was that. Now I did notice this week the weight continued to go down. As of yesterday morning, Friday morning, I think I'd hit a low of 198.0, which is the lowest I've been in several weeks. So that was a good trend. And then last night I ended up having a pretty large dinner. Kind of late. I think we didn't eat till about 8 p.m. So I think this morning I had gone up like I was like 200 pounds or something. So it was almost like a 2-pound gain. But again, that's just from eating dinner late and the meal's still not digested, right? So no big deal there. I did do the InBody Scan, so let me go ahead and switch over to that footage right now. I'll show you the update for that. All right, so here's the results for the InBody Scan this week. So compared to last week, we went from 9.0. It actually moved up a little bit for the first time to 9.8. So not a big change, but I'm kind of accounting it because things have been pretty on point this week with calories. It's been a little bit of a mix between like 2,000, 2,200. But what I think maybe is going on, it looks like it's showing the dry lean mass went down a little bit. Basically, skeletal muscle mass went down. Weight was about the same. I think actually a little bit less than last week. Looks like I was holding a little bit less water today. But basically, I think there's always going to be a little bit of variation. So I'm not looking too much into this. I also had a really kind of huge meal last night. We had a big old anabolic protein pizza. I'll pop up over here. So that was a lot of like canned chicken and probably really high sodium. So I don't know if that's helping to, hold some weight or whatever. But so anyway, I think this week we're going to keep to the 2,000 calories that we've been trying to stick to and see what happens. And then starting from week 6, which will be next weekend, then we're going to start decreasing down to 1,800 for the next couple weeks. The other big thing that happened this week is I ended up getting a tattoo. So just got the outline done and the shading. But basically the plan is it's going to be kind of a colored American flag. I'll put a little picture here so you can see it. But yeah, we're going to have that done. I wanted it to be kind of totally healed, totally completed before the competition. So I think on April 16th, I go back, I get this thing colored. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. Again, like you guys saw with the InBody, body fat was a little bit up this week, but not really. I think it's mostly to do with that meal from yesterday. So I'm guessing next week we'll trend back down. So for the next week going forward from week 7 here today, we're just going to continue on doing what we're doing. About 45 minutes of total cardio, targeting around 750 calories on the machines at the gym. It's still a little bit too cold to really get any biking in, which sucks because once I can ride my bike to the gym and then still do my cardio, that's going to add an extra 30 minutes a day of cardio just riding that bike. So that's tremendously going to help to start to burn some more fat. So I'm looking forward to that. That may start to happen at the end of next week. If not, I would say for sure the weather should be breaking starting week 6. So again, calories will just stay around 2,000 this week. I think since we didn't see a big change this week in the body fat, I'm going to be a little bit more stricter and try to really hit that 2,000 target so that the average is around that 2,000. And the other thing this week is I didn't really miss a day of training, but because I got my tattoo, the day after the tattoo, I did just do cardio. So what that did was I basically lift weights 6 days a week, and then Sunday is just cardio. So all that I did was I just made my cardio day on Thursday, and then now I'm pushing back where tomorrow on Sunday I'll still do legs. Tomorrow will be leg day, where usually today's leg day. So we just kind of pushed it out a day. So that's really no big deal. Still 7 days of cardio, and then 6 days of lifting, just the normal cadence. So that's still the plan. And then once we get to week 6 next week, starting next week at week 6, the plan is then for the next 2 weeks, we will lower calories to 1,800 and still kind of keep the same cardio regimen, that same maybe 45 minutes, but hopefully we'll add in some additional biking, and then we'll continue just to kind of taper in more cardio as we go. So that's really it. So no major updates. I was really hoping we'd keep that same streak going with the lower body fat, hopefully get it lower than the 9% it was showing, but it didn't happen. I mean, otherwise everything else is on track. I definitely feel leaner. So I'll actually, let me put some videos up here too. So, that's why you can't always rely on things like the scale or even these scanners, because you also have to look at your pictures and videos, which I've been taking pictures and videos every day. And I definitely feel leaner. A lot of the skin, especially that lower skin on the bottom of the belly and the back fat, it's getting thinner. You can feel that the fat's moving out of there. So, I can see more of the obliques coming in. There's more. I think I even saw a vein was starting to pop out on the side. So it's definitely going in the right direction. So that's part of the reason I'm really not concerned about what the InBody is telling me, because the real results are telling me that I'm getting a lot leaner too. So things are going great. Stay tuned. I'm looking forward. I mean, at this point, it's just week over week. We're seeing some big changes, big adjustments. Strength at the gym is still good. Today was that I did some deadlifting, and I was still stronger than I was last week. Still not as strong as like I've ever been, mostly just because we've been in a calorie deficit now for 9 or 10 weeks. But so go ahead and check out wrist wraps and wrist straps on Amazon. It's just amazon.com/SwoleDaddy, or check out at the website swoledaddydetroit.com. We got some merch, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.